YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Lazdad. What is the vibes? You already know. I need y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we in the building, man. We definitely in the building today. It's been a long day. It's my first stream. It's not my first stream. It's my first stream that's probably working. Streaming has not been easy, but I think we getting somewhere. You know, I think we work. I think it's working right now. Is it smooth? Can y'all see me? What's going on? What's going on? You know, but welcome to Lazdad Sports. You know, today I want to break down a video I seen of Rolly Romero on Inside the Ring podcast with Max Kellerman and them guys. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I've been watching the podcast. This is my reaction to the podcast. Rolly Romero and Max Kellerman. You know, seems like Rolly got a couple things going up there in his mental. You know, I can't really put my finger on it. You know, he's been trying to do this methodical approach with his interviews ever since the Ryan Garcia lead up. But you know, looking back on it, looked good in his favor after the Louis belt he put on Ryan Garcia. That was probably his best win to date. Now upcoming, he has Teofimo Lopez. Yes, this fight is very interesting. Because first and foremost, they are friends. You know, they're buddy or pals. So, we don't know how the hunger for violence is going to be in this fight against one another, because you know they are like that, you know, friends, you know, as you would say. So that question, that's a question in this fight. Also, another question in this fight is these two guys mental, because Teofimo Lopez has known to have mental struggles throughout his career. And Rolly Romero, we just don't know what's going on with that guy. We don't know if he wants to be the best in the sport, if he's just hanging around just to hang around, if he's just doing this for fun. We just don't. He just doesn't give us that vibe that he wants to be the face of boxing. He doesn't seem like he's aspiring to do that. But who knows? You know, he's been doing a methodical thing as far as with his interviews. So maybe we all just fools. Maybe we're just all fools and really smarter than everybody. But I wanna go to the studio and piece up this interview, see what's going on, give y'all my live reaction. It's my first live. If y'all tuning in, I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on here. But you know, before we go on, you know, I gotta do it. We gotta let the theme music run its course. It's only right. And we're gonna get the last going in here as well. Let's move right on to the studio. Here we go. I already know Lazdad Studios. You don't know, we got the call in. If you want to talk your mess, you go call in. If you got something to input, you go call in. It's Lazdad Sports. It's just, you know, it's the beginning. You know, I'm just a David in these YouTube streets versus these Goliaths. But you know, we're gonna keep doing what we do. We're gonna piece up this interview, break down what's really going on here with Rolly Romero. Let's just head on straight. Is he ready for this, Rolly Romero? Is he ready for this fight versus Teofimo Lopez? Let's check it out.
one of boxing's true power punchers, Rolly Romero. Rolly, welcome to the show.
How you guys doing?
Good. We're doing good. Glad to have you. You fight Teofimo Lopez in a couple weeks. You guys seem to be actual friends, right? How do you prepare? Matter of fact, when you're talking,
actual friends,
and
guys.
you talk about how you did when you were amateurs and
actual
sparring,
friends right
you
here.
were like, well, he got the better of me, and he's there going, no, it was close. Like he's trying to give you props, you're trying to give him props. How do you prepare yourself to go to war against your friend?
He's pausing. He's pausing.
I mean, that don't mean I don't want to punch him in the face.
Do you want to punch him in the face?
Yeah, bro.
He took too long to say that. He took too long to say that. Look at his face. Yeah, bro. I don't believe him. I don't believe he really want to punch him in the face that bad. Look at that. He's cheesing. Let's keep it moving though.
It's boxing's fun.
Boxing is fun.
All right.
You never just want to punch.
It's fun for us. It's fun when you winning. I guess it could be fun when you losing. But that's not the seriousness we want to hear from our fighters going into the fight. You know, some of the greats, they like to say you don't play boxing, you know.
Somebody in the face?
For sure. I'm usually the guy to my left right now, actually. Me too. He brings that out in people.
I knew that was coming.
Go ahead, Mike.
There's nothing wrong punching people in the face.
Especially if they
Sometimes
consent
people
to
deserve
it.
it.
But your friend though, bro?
It,
Seriously, are you gonna knock Teofimo out, bro? I'm just
Thank
gonna
you,
get right
Tim
to it. Are
Bradley.
you gonna knock him out? If
You
you
gonna-
get a chance
you
to knock
gonna
him
knock
out,
him
you gonna hurt him?
yeah, of course.
He's stuttering. Like, you gonna knock him out, bro? How long you gonna take to answer the question? Is you gonna knock him out? Is you gonna knock Tio out? When that bell ring, are you gonna try to take his head off? Are you gonna try to lay him down in front of his mommy and his pappy? And his wifey? Is you ready to do that? It don't seem like it. You giggling, you laughing, you taking 10 seconds to answer questions that should be hell yeah. They shouldn't even finish the question. Hell yeah, I'm knocking them out. You stuttering. That's your friend. Y'all friends for real, man. Let's keep it going.
Come on,
what
dog.
you mean?
Come on.
This is a fight.
Okay.
It's a fight,
okay, I'm
bro.
just checking. I'm just making sure y'all not up there. Y'all gonna be playing and
They is
just
gonna
robbing
be
the bank.
But what
You
Tim
should
is
have pulled
saying
this
is
card
real,
just
Rolly.
now,
When
Tim.
friends fight, usually one of two things happens, usually not in between. Either it's like a sparring session, they take it easy, or they're out to kill each other, right? Like it gets extra brutal. Which one's this going to be?
Okay, so I remember I was watching that Brandreth show with like Aiden Ross, and I was commentating it, right?
Come on,
And me,
bro.
Aiden Ross, and
Answer
me,
the
I'm
question.
commentating, right? And then they put on the Island Boys, right? They're brothers, right?
The
They just
who?
start swinging, chopping off their heads. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You can love somebody and still chop their head off.
We don't subscribe to that.
Max?
The Island Boys.
Holy Island Boys. I was trying to
We
forget who they
don't
were personally.
subscribe to that.
But, Rolly, look, I'm constantly defending you from the guy to my left.
While we speaking about subscribes, y'all should take some time. If y'all, I don't know if there's anybody watching live right now, but if y'all tuning in or y'all catch the playback, take some time to like, subscribe, and comment. And let me know your thoughts on the video, good or bad. You already know. Let's keep it moving on.
Yeah.
And look, I think you're genuinely an underrated fighter. You're a big puncher. I was saying that when I was ringside
know
on the
about
apron for
underrated. I
your
think
fight
he's
against
rated right
Anthony
where he's
Yiggett,
supposed to
I
be
knew
at.
you could crack. I could feel those punches at ringside. That was at 135. Now at 147, you're still a legitimate puncher.
Yeah.
And
I literally could not even make that weight no more.
no, I don't know how you
bro.
made it
I
in
was
the first
begging to
place.
move to 40. I still don't know either.
But look, you win here on August 22nd, and you're going to have back-to-back wins over Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. What would that say about Rolly Romero
That's
on the
sweet.
world-class boxing
Like,
scene?
you get back wins
Try our
against
team for
against
7
those two,
days,
that's
and if
sweet.
you're not impressed,
That's very sweet, you know. They got a little eye right there, but that's very sweet. If he catch that win, you know, that'll be good. But you know, that's a reach, you know, because right now, way he talking, I think I might go with Teo.
No, Rolly brings up a. Well, hold on, Rolly. You bring up a hell of a point about how perception shapes this type of stuff. If it were someone not Rolly Romero and they had consecutive wins against Ryan Garcia and
Took Ryan
Teofimo
Garcia
Lopez.
10 years to win a world championship.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
I'm
Get out
not
here.
saying
Ryan ain't done shit in the
I'm not.
sport.
I agree with them.
Tell
Not
him,
quite Hall of Fame yet, but
forget
getting
about
kind
Ryan.
of close.
Forget about Ryan, but
building
Teofimo.
case,
What about Teofimo?
If he beats
Teofimo beat Josh Taylor and Lomachenko.
that's true.
If you beat, well, let's just say some brand new fighter comes out of nowhere and they beat, they first two fights, they beat Ryan Garcia, and then they beat Teofimo Lopez. That's cool. And you gonna be looked at as one of the top fighters currently. But if you want to make it to the Hall of Fame or somewhere like that, you gotta put in way more work. And you know, Rolly, you got a lot of work to put in.
Now, Teofimo is a name.
Yeah, but you didn't beat Josh Taylor. And that's the thing. You don't get credit for all his wins, but you do get credit for beating him.
Hall of Fame is a big stretch. But if he beats Teofimo and then beats some other guys, we can just kind of have that conversation. But I do want to ask you this, though, Rolly, because these guys to the right of me, they speak very highly of you, right?
Who's the Hall of Famer right now?
Who's a Hall of
Right
Famer as
now,
we speak?
the monster. The
Canelo
monster.
Alvarez,
Yes.
the monster.
Terrence Crawford.
Usyk.
From my era.
No one.
Ain't nobody from your era in the Hall of Fame. Y'all still fighting, trying to get belts and trying to see who's the cream of the crop out of your era. Like, come on, Rolly. Why won't you taking this interview trying to flip it? Like, you gotta answer the questions, bro. We trying to figure something out. You don't seem like you mentally ready. Like,
I think you have to be old.
I think Devin Haney.
Not yet, but
They will.
Shakur's getting close.
Devin Haney,
Shakur retired today.
best.
He
don't think so.
He got multiple.
Shakur's best win is Teofimo.
It is, but it's the fact that he beat him every round and the fact that he's gone through, 3 weight divisions now? And 4 weight divisions.
And he's
and
top 3
people
pound for
won't,
pound.
and by the way, people wouldn't say his name, and he was hard for him to even get fights, and everyone he fought, he dominated.
You need some longevity
and
from
he's
me.
still-
And only
and
one of us has a vote here, so.
Yeah, I get. Well,
And he's
they
still-
offered me the vote.
And he's still getting going on.
I,
He's still going. But I want to ask you this quick question.
So if how do you guys know I don't want to just I
Rolly, can we-
want to retire and just live my life after this fight?
You don't want to do that.
Before you retire,
Now I got TL retire.
for some reason, like, we believe that he want to retire. Like, we believe that. Like, you give the impression that you might retire if he knocks your head off. And you say, you know, you don't need no money, but I feel like everybody needs some type of money, you know? Like, you just so tough, you just fighting for fun. You just like getting punched in the head. You like risking all types of brain damage. Cause you said punching people in the face is fun. Come on, Rolly. Get on track, brother.
Yeah, before you retire, I just want to know, when you talk about the guys you just talked about, Devin Haney's, Tank Davis's, Teofimo, Shakur.
I never brought up Devin Haney. Devin Haney ducked me, so let's not talk about him.
But you said in your era, right? Your time. All them guys.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk
think
about
people
Devin.
out here
Okay,
ducking
but them
Rolly?
4 guys, we can name what they
y'all
do
think people out
special,
here
right?
ducking
And maybe
Rolly?
somebody's unfamiliar with your game.
Let me know in the comments
What's
section.
special
y'all.
about Rolly?
don't know what's special about me. You guys are the one that put me on the TV show. You guys know what's special.
I'll
about
tell
me.
you what. I want to know. I'll tell you what's special about Rolly. Rolly got legitimate heavy hands. Rolly, there's some guys who can
Man,
punch. There's some guys who can punch because they hit you where you can't see it with speed, whatever. And there's some guys throughout boxing history who wherever they hit you, it's going to leave a mark. And to me, you're one of those dudes. You hit.
That's what's special about Rolly. He got heavy hands. Them hands ain't bother Pitbull. We ain't forget about that Louis belt. Matter of fact, Pitbull ain't even give you the Louis belt. He pulled up with one of them big buckle Mexican cartel El Chapo belts. You know what I'm saying? That's what he put on you. And then Javante Tank Davis, he be giving you your props for your power, but at the same time, he left you in your back pocket when that fight was done. So, yeah, I ain't see you put him on his back pocket at all. You dropped Ryan Garcia, but we all know Ryan Garcia kind of chinny. You know, he don't take them type shots real well. You know what I mean? What was the boy named Luke Campbell even put him down? But yeah, we know you hit hard, Rolly, but we got that Ryan Garcia fight. That was like your first real, signature win. Like, we waiting for the follow-up. Let's see what else you guys say, though, because you making this interview real weird, man.
Guys, they feel it. You don't even have to hit them with your best shot. You're a real puncher.
Okay.
And Rolly, I'll give you this, right? There was a lot of talk of you fighting Ryan Garcia in the rematch. He passed on it. Then you were in talks for fight Devin Haney. You were in talks to fight Manny Pacquiao. Well, what is it that it's been so difficult for you to land a fight?
I mean, bro, they realize I'm not a dehydrated Rolly anymore, where it's like I actually have power again. Where I'm strong. Where I was killing myself at 35 and 40, bro. It's just like there's no possible, bro. I step on the scale this morning. I'm like, and I look at my body. I'm like, there's no.
Bro, all these fighters is killing themselves to make 135, 140. You know different from Devin Haney, from Stevenson, from Teofimo. All y'all got what grown man weighs 130, 135 pounds? Like, that's like, you weigh that weight maybe in like the 7th grade, 8th grade. Like, of course y'all killing yourself to make these weights. That's the whole sport, bro. You not alone. But we gonna let him keep yapping.
Possible way I would ever make 35 or 40 again.
Especially not eating those pancakes, Rolly. Especially not eating those pancakes.
Hey, Rolly, real question, man. Do you feel disrespected sometimes, man, the way analysts and people talk about you and your style and what you bring to the table, man? Because it seemed like when you said, well, I'll be a Hall of Famer, if I beat Teofimo Lopez, he beat this guy, like, do you feel sometimes like you disrespected?
When you say analysts, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to like myself. I'm referring to like,
call me out.
like
Call
other
me out.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe none of that shit he's
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying, like, do you feel disrespected by the sport sometimes, man? And your accomplishments. Be real with me.
There was a man named Jesus Christ who was disrespected, beaten, and flogged, and he ended up becoming our Messiah. So,
well,
who cares?
Who cares?
The last time we spoke about Jesus.
Who cares who disrespects me?
I get that.
But Rolly, is that an attitude that you've had to come to through the experience in boxing, or is that who you are? Like, you're not worried about what people say, or did you have to learn this?
He doesn't care if
I
you
mean,
lose.
I got bullied my whole life, so who cares?
Damn.
See, he doesn't.
When
he
you
doesn't
say there's
care.
nothing special about you, and
doesn't
we have to
care
say,
about
but
this
you
fight.
must recognize you have
this is
some
his finest
special
friend.
qualities as a fighter. You fight with heart. You can punch.
I am nothing special. I am just some dust that had to break. That it was just breathed life into me. That they just breathed life into me.
I feel bad now.
I am not special.
No, I want to apologize.
No.
This is like.
No. There is no apology. I'm not special. I'm just me.
So how can you if you beat Teofimo,
Making us feel
people
like
here don't
machine.
agree that you're a Hall of Famer already, but you're on your way, right? So how are you on your way to being in the Hall
the
of
way
Fame
to
if you're
where?
nothing special?
He got a lot more fights for he's on
Is
the way to
boxing
that.
anything special?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
We love boxing.
That's why we're here.
You
Yeah.
killing me, Max.
Jesus
Yeah,
likes
boxing
boxing
just the
too.
moment of my life.
Bro, Rolly, do you love boxing, bro?
Thank you, Tim, because I don't
Want to
know.
continue to fight
Well,
after this
seem like
fight?
you
I don't
doing
know.
this for
I just
fun.
get the sense of like this might be the end of the road, man, for you.
Why? Because he said it
Let
earlier
me
in the
tell you
interview.
this. Hey, let me just tell you like this. I box because I love it. I don't box because I need it. I know
Okay.
these other fighters and
Okay.
need to go make a paycheck or whatever. I don't need the money.
Okay.
I box because I love it.
Wait, hold on. You say you don't need
But
the
the
money,
day-
but Rolly, you just in a face-off with Teofimo talked about. You brought it up. You to like with a lot of humility said, "Hey, I was going
Right.
through a tough time and needed the money." Teofimo hit
card,
me off
Max.
with
Pull his
5
card,
Gs without
Max.
asking. I didn't even have to ask him for it.
he-
So you have to
you
make a
want-
living,
you
right?
want-
Acting
know-
real weird.
You want to hear the context of that story?
Yes.
The full context, the truth? You want
Yes.
to hear the truth?
Oh,
Yes.
now we get the truth. Okay, let's hear the
Teofimo had
truth.
just beat Nakatani, right? And
Okay.
it wasn't his best performance, and he was upset about it. I call him, I tell him congratulations on the fight, and he tells me that he's gonna quit boxing, and get mad and I curse him out. And I'm like, bro, I was like, dude, you're about to fight Richard Coleman and become world champion, bro. You're about to achieve your dream, my
Aw.
dream, like, bro, your family's dream. You're gonna achieve everybody's dream, and you're gonna quit, bro. And I curse him out, right? Because it really pissed me off.
Oh, you see, these guys is friends. This is a friend versus friend situation. He's in his feelings right now. He's in his bag. He's in his feelings bag. Yes, because he's telling you a story about where his friend gave him $5,000. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So his friend gave him that. And he's telling his friend, hey, don't quit. You're living out my dream. You're about to go be a champion. One day I want to be a champion. So he got one of these type of sob stories going on. This is his friend right here. He seems very emotional right now. You know, you about to go try to hurt this guy. You about to go try to entertain the people with violence against this guy. But it seems like this is your friend.
And I was like, nah, bro, you better not quit boxing, bro. You better go win your world title. And
Will you fight your friend for, boxing type of money? 12 rounds. No headgear. Let me know in the comments.
he's like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'm like, no, you better quit. You better not quit. You better win your world title. He's like, well, how you doing, right? And I'm like, and I lifted up my hand. I was like, my hand was broken. Yeah, you can still see, right? Boom, boom,
Yep.
boom, right? Because I fought that fight to Carson. I broke my hand on this, and I couldn't train anymore. And I was like, man, Teal, you know how it is, man. It's hard, but I'll find a way. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. And I know he just sends me $5K. And I was like, Teal, I'm gonna send this back. I'm good. He's like, no, for you. He's like, and he tells him how much money he made, and I'm like,
friendliness right here.
and I'm like, so now the real thing, right? What did I do with that money? Well, when I had
We don't care what you did with the money, bruh. We here for the fight. What's this about? You OTO 5,000 now? You gotta pay him back. So what's this? It's a cash grab or something? Yeah, cause you see a lot of friendly emotional stuff going on right now. Like this is the lead up to the fight. Like, come on, y'all, man. I don't think Teal is on that friendly stuff right now. He might spare you towards the late rounds of the fight, but
that was
Teal coming out to take your head off.
that
within the
was
first 6.
so earlier like a few months earlier I started reading the Wall Street Journal. So I started trading stocks and all stuff, right? And I was like, this could be really profitable, right? So I put $1,000 in the account, right? Originally, right? And I ended up doubling the money. I made $2K, right? Well, well, it was the end of the month, and I had to pay rent. I ain't had no money, so I took that $5,000. Well, I took 2,000 of it, and I paid my rent, and got some
Took
food and all that stuff.
2,000.
Right, and I put the other
Okay.
3K, so I had 5K in that stock account.
So you have
All the wealth
5K,
I've
but
acquired
spent
today
2K,
starts from that
3K
5K.
in the-
How much wealth have you
Tio didn't know
acquired?
that.
No. First, your math ain't mathing, bro. But besides that, you just saw all your wealth you acquire up to today is from that 5K that T.O. lent you, bro. Bro. For real? So the Ryan Garcia fight, the Tank, all the fights you had was for free? Pitbull knocks you out for free? Or you trying to say you turned this 5K into Mayweather money? Nah, we ain't buying that. This is some real friendly activities going on, bro. I don't know, man. I do
enough.
not know.
No. Well, I had to ask.
You know what it sounds like, though, Rolly? That if you don't win this fight, it looks like you're going to retire. This is like,
I agree.
we're here trying to praise you and talk about it, and it sounds like you're in an early
Ain't
retirement.
nobody said that.
Your
Ain't nobody
mannerisms.
said that.
Your mannerisms is like you're retired.
Ain't no-
Am I tripping here?
I don't see it.
Well, he made one comment earlier in this interview. Rolly, you made one comment about something. I forgot the exact quote, but it's something about this could be my last fight. What did he say?
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
to that effect. That's why we're saying that.
I feel the
No,
same
I
way.
said if this was my last fight, would I be in the Hall of Fame? That's the only thing I
Okay.
said.
All right. I thought there was a comment before then, but okay.
You guys are trying to make it seem like I box because I want to box. I don't box because I have to box.
What do you
That's
like
the
about
difference.
Oh, he only do this because
I like punching people in the face.
it? What about the body?
I like
Body
you
too?
and
No good?
What about
guy doesn't care.
here, let me ask you, Bradley, right?
Yeah.
Can you replace the dopamine of walking out?
No.
Mm,
That's all. I felt like that's what
The-
Spence wanted
the-
to feel. No. No.
Those
No.
Pacquiao fights that you fought, you
Rolly's a real good spin artist, yo.
can't replace those dopamine, no?
Nope, you
he's
cannot,
spinning
man.
every
And that was
person.
one of the things that I said about Spence. When he was walking out and he was looking up at the crowd like this, man, like you feel like a god when you walk out that damn arena, bro. You do. You know, you can't replace that. Yeah, I get it. I understand it.
And for what I want to do in my life, I want to be in boxing still.
So in other words, you get the dopamine rush you get from walking out for a big fight. You're like a fiend for that. You're hooked on that, and while you can still do it, you want to do that. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the day I leave boxing, I don't want to ever come back.
Okay.
That's smart, you know. There's guys who retire and come back. You know, some guys do it successfully, but the majority of them, they don't come back looking the same. You know, Errol Spence, as of recently, was one of them. You know, you could go back to Roy Jones Jr. and, you know, we could even say B-Hop, couple other guys. So I agree with Rolly on that, you know. This is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen between these two. I feel like there's going to be a lot of friendly stuff going on. If I was to make a prediction, I would say Tio won't come out. Try to get him done early on some Richard Comey type of vibes. But then, you know, I think Rolly is going to hit him with something, make Tio slows roll a little bit. And then, you know, once again, till later rounds, they're going to 1-2 step and dance to the end of the 12th round. And I would say Teo going to get the decision from aggression, you know. That would be my take on the fight. Knockdowns, I predict 0. That's just how I feel about these guys. These guys, they on some friendly type timing. If anything, Teo may get one knock him down once, and then ease off later on once, you know, he has the fight. Yeah, man, a lot of friendly stuff going on over here. It's not really my cup of tea as far as leading up to a fight. We're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this one up. Let's go ahead and we're gonna take it back to the studio, man. Get ready to wrap this one up. Yeah. Yeah. What else to say, man? Rolly heading this match. Is Rolly heading in this fight, man? Let me know in the comment section. This is unfortunate lead up, if you ask me. You know, I think there's no real aggression. Maybe the press conference next week at the weigh-ins, we probably get a push or probably get something, you know. But this is what it is, man. You know, tonight it's my first live. Hopefully y'all was here, appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna keep them going regardless. But yeah, you know, this ain't a quickie. It's a little bit longer than a quickie, but still no hickeys. Appreciate y'all for coming through. You already know the vibes. Need y'all to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Easy.